Shalom, Kol Haloyim, La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Ruwell, and who have taught us knowledge. Honors and salutations to you, sincere Akim, that's doing the work of truth, sincerity. Shalom to you, shalom to the Akwaf that believe as well. I'm back at you with another lesson. And Lord willing, at the end, I'll have a title. But, one thing I keep seeing among, the AI tech sector of society is, the RFID technology being pushed upon the people very heavily. And, pretty much you hear this term called global ID, which is global identification, and how it ties in to the world economy, all right, the global economy, because they go hand in hand. And, we're almost at that time to, the point where Esau is going to push, this microchip, okay, which is the radio frequency identification microchip, which is prophesied in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, which I'm going to get, Lord willing, to show you that prophecy is almost here, where he's going to actually push it on the people, all right, which the scriptures call it the hour of temptation, which is going to come up on all the world. So let's jump right into it. I got a clip real quick. I got an article, and I'm gonna try to make it short as possible. But most importantly, Lord willing, I want it to be edifying, And so let's get into it. I'm gonna play this clip from WEON News. Fair use, by the way. All right, fair use, fair use. Of course, my videos are not for monetizing, just for teacher purposes. And in this clip, you're gonna hear him speak about the global economy and how it's steadily being plagued with problems. And it's no coincidence that the global economy is being affected. Okay, all right, it's not a coincidence. Remember the Charagma, which is the RFID microchip, going to be pushed on all the world. Okay, so let's jump right into it.
In other business news, now if global growth has slowed down in 2023, the coming years is unlikely to be any different for the world economy. A new forecast issued by the United Nations has asked the world to be prepared, and I'm quoting here, stalling and divergent growth next year.
Now, notice she said the United Nations is going to be a global thing involving all the nations.
UN Trade and Development report stated that global economic growth will rise slightly from 2.4% in 2023 to 2.5% in 2024. However,
so as you can see, from that snippet, again, fair use, the global economy is being affected. Okay, and it's on a decline. And one thing you gotta keep in mind is that what they deem or term as a paperless society, which is a cashless society, that's already been upon us. Okay, everyone has a debit card. Okay, everyone has a debit card. You have a lot of people that if they do carry cash, it's only accepted in select few places, because most places have these RFID readers, and they have They have it even in this self-checkout line. Real quick, let's go back to YouTube. Real quick, I want to grab something real quick, which my brother posted it. I'm gonna play it. Check this out. This is from the brothers from GMS Nashville. Shalom to you, Akim, out there, all you bros. Much love to you, brothers. This is from their page. It happened to come across, my home screen as I'm getting ready to do this video. So check this video out. The brothers published. Again, shalom to all the Akim down there in Nashville.
So this man's saying that he don't got to use no credit card or nothing to pay for this water right here.
Oh, I didn't know if you needed help or anything. Bye.
Oh, I got my, okay, thank you. Whoa, wait a minute. What barcode? Hold on. Wait a minute.
As you can see, that's a good video clip, by the way. That's Karagma. He has that device within him, which is, let's see, it's the images. Okay, this is what he have in his hand. Okay, this device right here. All right, and there's plenty of info out here, about that Karagma, that device that's the size of a grain of rice, which I just showed you on my screen. There's plenty of info out here for those of you that want to learn and know about it. Excuse me. That's the device that Esau is going to push on the people. Okay. Now, real quick, let's grab a precept. Revelation. Oh, it's like, let's go to the 13th chapter. You see where it was at in his hand? Of course, that's what the prophecy speaks about. That device, all right, that M-A-R-K, which is the Greek word karagma, being in his hand or, in your forehead. Okay. Oh, it's like that's I'm too fast. Let's read it, okay? This is the prophecy right here of the device we just witnessed on that video. Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay, and you look up that word, the word mark. We'll pull it up real quick. Which this is something we always do. You brothers that know this knowledge, we always bring it up so people can see. This is the Greek word.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma.
Okay. And we know it's a stamp or imprinted mark, right? Something that's carved into you, right? When you look at the Strong's precepts, they link you to the book of Acts 17:29. For as much then as we are the offspring of the Most High, we ought not to think that the Godhead is like unto gold or silver or stone, graven art. I say, okay, graven by art and man's device. So the word graven, okay, goes back to the same word, karagma, okay, which we know the root word of imprinted, which is imprint, when you do a web search of the word imprint, okay? Mr. T. Shalakia. Imprint definition. See, impress or stamp, a mark or outline on the surface or body, which is that's how you're going to do it. You'll put it into your body. These are the synonyms. Let's stretch all this out right here. Stretch that out so you can see all the the words that go with it or synonyms with it. See, same words pretty much. Stamp, punch, print, impress, lodge. When something is lodged in your skin or in your flesh, that's something that they have to go in your skin and remove, or go in your body and remove. Okay, we know the word implant means. Okay, implant. So when they implant that device in you, then you'll be able to use it. Okay, you'll be able to use it like the guy in the video and scan. Okay, scan your your hand. All right, it could be your forehead, what have you. But that's the device that is going to be pushed on all the world. Meaning what? All the inhabitants of the earth. Okay. This is why it involves the United Nations. All right. Which are the lower level puppets. All right, for the different governments that belong to these different countries. Okay. Which is all under control, under the central banks. Okay, now let's go to the article. All right, this is from article is called Unlimited Hangout, which I was on blacklistednews.com, and when I clicked the link, it directed me to this. So it says enforcing digital identity. Remember, enforcing. What's enforcing? I'm going to define that. Enforce, compel, observance or compliance with a law, rule, or obligation. Impose, apply, carry out, administer. They're going to administer the chip. Implement, bring to bear, discharge, fulfill, execute, prosecute, effectuate, force. Okay, force. And it's the same thing. You look at the etymology, it's pretty much the same thing. Okay. It says enforcing digital identity. The United Nations claims that the purpose of Sustainable Development Goal 16, or SDG 16, is to promote peaceful and inclusive societies and to provide access to justice for all. Hiding behind the rhetoric is the real objective: to strengthen and consolidate the power and authority of the global governance regime, and to exploit threats, both real and imagined, in order to advance regime hegemony. In part 2, Lane and Whitney examine the centrality of digital ID, SDG 16.9, in this endeavor. So I already let you know that, pretty much, the global governance, right? Who's the top? All right, who's the elite? Who's the one that's in the ruling seat? Esau, Edom, all right, which is the central banking families, which they are all part of the tribe of Amalek of the house of Esau, on down to the lower level Edomites, and then all the nations, all right, including our people. We're subjects of, the Edomites' rule. Because that's who the Most High set up in power. That's who the Most High is getting ready to bring down too. But before Esau comes down, before the Most High bring him down, rather, he's going to push, his New World Order agenda on the people, which is known as his enterprise. Matter of fact, and tell you that the Heavenly Father is going to cause that. Is that Job? Is that Job 5:12? If I ain't mistaken, let me go to it. Yeah, here we go. This is the book of Job 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands could not perform their enterprise, because their enterprise is to implement the new world order, and the part of that new world order is to have everyone chipped, man. This is the reason why we was I know when I was first learning, and I watched I should watch GMS Mailbag, and one of the videos I watched, which is put in the description box by Apostle Bar, was the interview with Aaron Russo and the Rockefeller guy. I forget his first name. And I watched that interview all the way through, and he revealed that it was I think it was Alex Jones, if I'm mistaken. But anyways, though, Aaron Russo revealed that the plans of the elites, okay, was to have everyone chipped, okay, and that's not a coincidence, okay. So it says he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands could not perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. It says they meet with darkness in the daytime and grope noonday as in the night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. Because one thing about Esau is that he always thinking of some wickedness. Okay, it say the scriptures say that they sleep not, except they causes mischief. That's the book of Proverbs, the 4th chapter, and that's the wicked. Because who's the wicked in the Bible? The Edomites. All right, the scriptures call them the border of wickedness for a reason. Okay, and this is how the wicked do. Okay, and you gotta keep in mind that the wicked, which is the Edomites, is a part of the sword of the Lord. Okay. And knowing that he was created for the day of evil as well. All right. When Esau's troops come upon you, and you're presented the chip by force, or it could be your life, and I'm talking about for our people. All right, for you Negro, Latino, Native American people, you Israelites, man. If you don't have faith, you're gonna crumble. Okay. So let's go from there. Let's go back to the article. Read a little more of the article. Let me get to the point, right? It says in part 1, our investigation into the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 16, we revealed how the UN proclaims itself a global governance regime. Well, I always make this statement when I speak about the UN, is that there's no point of the UN. The UN is pretty much just a compliance control panel, because we know who's the head of the nations. It's only 18 nations, by the way, even though you see many people come from these different countries. It's only 18 nations in the Bible, okay? And by the way, the nation, again, that's in the power seat right now still is Esau, Edom, okay? So it's really having the United Nations council meeting to try to work out the world's problem, which is basically a lot of foolery. It's pointless, okay? It says we investigated the UN's exploitation of so-called human rights as an authoritarian system of behavioral control permits, as opposed to any form of recognizable rights. It says we examine how the UN uses what it calls the policy tool of human rights to place citizens, it says us, at the center of international crisis. Okay. And one thing about the elites, they use crisis situations, all right, order out of chaos, okay, to gain control over the people, because the word govern itself or government means control. When you look up the word government, okay, it means to control. Okay, the root word is govern. And let me see here. The word govern. Uh, to rule with authority. Uh, Originally, well, it says to rule with authority, steer, be at the helm of, govern, rule, command, direct. Right? When you directed something, you're controlling it, right? Now you should just say that. You should just okay, here we go. But it should say straight up control. Okay, let me see if I type in the word government. See what that says. The word right here, Shalakia. Act of governing or ruling, because it would say straight up just control. Steer. Well, yes, what's saying steer. Okay, here we go. Because steer is the same as controlling. Because when you're steering, you're steering a vessel or a boat. You're controlling the boat, right? It says act of governing or ruling system by which a thing is governed. It says from old French, government, control. And what do they control? They control the minds, or they work on the minds of the people. All right, through a thing called gradualism. See, this is why people are getting comfortable. They get comfortable with seeing this device. Okay, they get comfortable with seeing people scanning their cars, and now they're starting to see people scan their hands. They're getting comfortable with these acts when they see them in stores, and like the video the brothers produced from Nashville. Okay, it says we examine how the UN uses what it calls the policy tool of human rights to place citizens at the center of international crises. This enables the UN and its stakeholder partners, which is the central bankers, to seize crises as opportunities to limit and control our behavior, which is true. Okay, look when the pandemic happened. All right, most of the people was controlled by what? You had to wear masks. People actually put masks on, or you couldn't get in in buildings, restaurants, stores, what have you. Okay. It says the Global Public-Private Partnership, G3P, with the UN at its heart, redefines and even discards our supposed human rights entirely, claiming crisis as justification. And say this is where you had all these different laws implemented right under the people's nose, and people didn't even see what was going on or perceive what was going on, because they were so blinded by the different rules and regulations, and basically the things you couldn't do. You was what's my word I'm looking for is excuse me, what you were instructed to do as far as protocol, going out to buy groceries. It's a lot of people couldn't go inside restaurants. You only had the option of going to a place that it was a drive-through, and that was limited. And so what you had was places where in a lot of states they started to pass laws where you couldn't go in places unless you was masked up, or unless you had got that um, those boosters. I'll just say that you couldn't go in the stores unless you had that. Okay. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, which are who? The people that make the legislation and laws. Okay. That's who's doing that. Okay. Which are who? The Edomites. See? Let me see here. Excuse me. On the NLT, it says, "What sorrow awaits the unjust judges and those who issue unfair laws." See, and that's what you do. And the laws are made to what? They're made to oppress the people. See, especially us Israelites, man. All right, and so that's what happened. Okay, now let's move from there. Let's see here. It says the overall objective. Okay, here let's start right there. The overall objective of the SDG 16 is to strengthen the UN regime. The UN acknowledges that the SDG 16.9 is the most crucial of all its goals. It is, the regime claims, is essential for the attainment of numerous other SDGs. Okay. So again, they're going to use crisis, as a way to enforce that charagma on you. Okay. This is where the hour of temptation comes in at. Okay. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Yeah, and the hour of temptation is when that device is made mandatory. Because you're going to see, the real wrath, okay, that these devils are going to bring upon the people, especially you Israelites out there, your tribes. Okay. You're going to see Revelation 12 and 12, okay, come to pass. Okay. And that's going to be when, when these things happen, I should say, Jacob's time of trouble, okay, it's going to be right smack and dab in in front of your face where you can't avoid it, man. Smack dab in the front of your face where you can't avoid it. And you're going to be looking for answers, and the answers you're looking for are not going to be found that day. All right. AKA the truth. See? Because this is the reason why the Lord set up his men to warn you. Okay? The Lord set up his servants, the prophets, all right, and his men, the teachers, the bishops, all of the ones of us that do the Lord's work, do the Lord's will, and and that involves doing his work. We warn the people, okay? The Lord said, give them warning from me. So we give you warning. We tell you these things. The Lord said, before they spring forth, he do tell you of them. And how the Lord tell you? Through his servants, the prophets. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, which is Esau, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Okay? And that wrath is going to come. Okay? That wrath is going to come because that time of trouble, all right, which is going to be a time of trouble again for our people, you tribes, all right, it's going to surely come to pass. Because the Lord's word will not go out void. When the prophet Jeremiah, spoke of the time of Jacob's trouble, which is a time like, never was, in history. Okay. All the things we went through in the history of our existence on this earth. Those of our people that was at Jerusalem, those of our people that was over here when Edomites came over here to slaughter millions and millions of our people over here in what you call America. It's going to be far worse than that. Okay? It's going to be far worse than that. This is why the scriptures call him the son of perdition. for a reason. Okay. And it says he's coming with the working. All right. He's coming with the working, okay, of Satan. Okay. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And excuse me, there's something in my eye. Excuse me. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day should not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Which the word perdition, it means destruction. Okay. That's what it means. Okay. Let me jump down. Verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way, which the Most High is going to take Esau out of the way by sending back his son Yahushua to redeem his elect. All right, the elect of our people, the 144,000, and the rest of the 1/3 after that. Okay, the Lord will let them part of that number. All right, Abba Ratazah. Excuse me. Verse 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Okay, which the truth is already getting to Esau, because who's the mouthpiece of the Lord? The prophets. Okay. The Lord said, I have sent to you all my servants, the prophets, rising up early. Okay. And what you see, you see from the apostles on down to us young brothers, we prophesying of the danger that's approaching. Okay. It says, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, which is Esau, man, because he's the physical counterpart of Satan. All right, him and his descendants. Okay. And this device ain't being published and being put in the news, media and on these different, social media platforms. It's not on these different outlets for no reason, man. Okay. It's out there so you can see it. You ain't gotta visualize. You ain't gotta visualize it. I'm sorry, got a little tongue tied. You don't gotta visualize it. You can see it. It's right in your face. The truth is right in your face. He that had eyes to see is going to see it. I mean, what? The spiritual eyes are open. Okay. Ezekiel 33 and verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. Because when this affliction come, they're gonna remember what the men of the Lord, all right, what we were saying, all right, during all this time of going out to the highways and hedges, making our videos daily, through the week or just during the week, when we constantly warn you, we constantly show you things that's happening, we constantly show you that danger that's being presented in front of you. And if you ignore that or you don't take heed to that, that's not on us, that's on you. The blood is off our hands. Okay, so that's all I have for you in this video. But I want to say, Lord willing, it was edifying. And until the next video, I want to say shalom and abba. All right, shalom.